The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
You put baby in a corner.
Speaking of putting babies in the corner, we live?
Yep.
Oh, God damn it. Hi, everybody.
Hey,
welcome to
hello.
Corruption Crew. If you hear a thing that is Sirenscape, they're super
I thought
cool.
that
They
was gonna
don't.
be Kev.
They will
Yeah.
soon, though.
If you hear a thing, it's Kev. If you hear music, it's Sirenscape.
There you go. If you see a disembodied floating hand behind me, that's also Kev. Or a ghost, one or the other.
Or Terry.
No, Terry is asleep. I don't know. He was being a weird ass tonight. Like, he
Isn't he
was
always
like
being a
staring
weird ass,
at me
though?
like he wants attention, but every time I tried to give him the thing he wanted, he's just like, this isn't what I want, and just stared at me more. Yeah, but go check out Sirenscape. It is super cool. It is $22 every other month for their fantasy, sci-fi, and board game music stuff. It's cool. Check it out. We're listening to Running the Net right now. We are down 2 players because life things. And I apologize. I'm a little tired. I just woke up. I don't know why I'm so tired today. Anybody want to recap what the fuck we were doing last time?
Sure. Well, last episode we had we were at the bar getting some drinks, and then we had some fights. First was Onyx and I can't remember her name, but Onyx got into a fight with someone intentionally. Both parties were consenting, and it ended with Onyx throwing the fight just a little bit so it looked good, so she didn't embarrass them. And yeah, Tempest, that's her name. Thank you, Kat. And Onyx taking her for a drink. While and then following that, Passion, who was not as nice as Onyx, absolutely humiliated, pretty much, I'd say, another opponent, which I also don't remember the name of.
Scotty.
Scotty. Oh, I shouldn't remember that one. That one's easy
Mm-hmm.
to remember. So, humiliated Scotty. And
How could you humiliate the king of Coland like that? Oh, wait, wrong world.
Very easily. I'm just really good at humiliating people. And so, and we're getting geared up towards Gruk and Cyberus's fight, who is going to be a 3 versus 1 fight against a clay golem cat, was it?
It was
Or a
a
stone golem.
I think it was an iron golem.
It was a golem of some form.
I believe I heard stone, but iron would make more sense. More makes sense with our level.
Give me a second, I'm looking through my notes.
So anyway, about that HBO Max. Oh, okay.
No.
Yes, okay, so it was a I did say stone golem, but I think I meant iron golem.
That's fine. Since Cyberus couldn't be in today, I'm fine if Gruk and his summoned friend are in the ring, if that's an issue.
That's fine. Did Luke send you his character sheet?
He did not.
Cool. Let's see if I have his character sheet.
He said that he sent it to you.
I hope you'd have it. You are the GM after all.
Let's see when was the last time you sent it to me. Hey, there we go.
Sweet, level 3.
Okay, no, he actually levels up.
No, I'm saying like
I wonder
that's
who you're
how
calling
old-
out there, Cat.
No, actually, he sent it to me like it's my most recent message from Luke. So here's the question: if Gruk is going to be in the ring and he's going to have his laser elemental, did one of the other three of you want to run Cyberus for tonight?
Oh, I was just saying Gruk could be in the ring instead of Cyberus if that was an issue. But apparently that's not.
I thought you and Cyberus were both going in.
No, Gruk only signed up. Oh, what did he name it? He named it after the guy that invented the first laser. I looked it up on Wikipedia. That's what his.
Well, at least it's
that's what
easy
the
to
name
look
was.
up afterwards.
Yeah. Let me get it now.
History of the laser. Weber. Maybe?
No, Theodore H.
Anyway.
Mayman.
Mayman is actually a pretty baller name for an elemental. Yeah, so I think the plan initially was for it just to be Cyberus and the summoned creature.
Mm-hmm.
But I will allow for the fact that there is a slight change in plans in the metaverse for there to be adjustments.
Okay, well, we could say... How about we go with this? When the fight starts, Rook has another drink, and it's like one of the weird magic ones, and it makes them switch places.
That would make sense. That would be funny.
It'd be really funny because
Wild
Grok's
magic
still
surge.
naked.
That would be very funny. Okay. So.
Because then nobody has to play Cyberus.
Mhm.
Sorry, Luke.
And it's more of, I don't want any of us misrepresenting Cyberus.
Yes, that's what I'm always. Like you said that, I'm like, I do not want to be playing someone else's character.
Because
That
I know
always terrifies me.
I'd be very boring. Because I'd be like, okay, what abilities do I have? Okay, I do this.
I honestly am terrified to play someone else's character in general because I just feel like I'm not going to do it justice.
So.
Demona gets teleported in. Demona teleports back out.
Someone else be
Yeah.
playing Demona. I cast Ice Knife.
So.
Wrong game. That's tomorrow.
I'm going to turn the music up because I keep yawning and apparently need to be woken up.
Ah, like Batman.
Wake up, cat. You're playing a game.
That's what Batman did.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I'm not.
Someone text Kevin to come up from behind her and it'll scare her awake.
Give me a fucking heart attack.
But it would wake you up.
The funny thing is I even set an alarm, and literally the only thing that woke me up was Kevin shaking me awake and being like, hey, I'm pretty sure your link is up. Because he can see the corruption chat too. Anyway, so you guys are, I believe the majority of you are getting drinks at the moment, including a very drunk, very naked Gruk.
I'm not very drunk, but I'm drunk.
So
Drunk enough that all your clothes fell off.
never
No,
mind.
no, that was just from one
Teleport.
drink.
No,
off.
that was just what the drink did.
The tequila. Because tequila makes your clothes fall off.
Let me get that.
I'm pretty sure nobody gets that reference.
I get it.
Okay, thank you, Kat. I don't feel
I think I do. It sounds
It's a country
familiar.
song.
Okay, that's why.
That's why I know it. It's because my dad listens to country a lot. I'll share it. I'll share it in the chat. It's a great song.
Yeah, as country goes, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's older country, which means it's actually tolerable.
Yeah, it was surprise tequila. That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
I am at 3 levels of drunkenness. Apparently, let's see what that does.
as you guys are drinking, Cyberus and the laser elemental make their way down to the ring before being approached by the iron golem. And as he steps out into as all three of them step out into the center of this ring, Gruk, I need you to roll initiative, please.
Okie dokie. Are we rolling for Theodore, or?
I just
I guess for both.
You.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use Theodore's dex because his is the best. Of course I nat 20'd for my first roll tonight, so 25.
I'm gonna say you should both roll, or you need to roll at disadvantage, because you should be rolling all initiative checks at disadvantage by how drunk you are.
I have disadvantage. No. I have disadvantage at dexterity. Yes.
No. Initiative is not a dexterity check. Initiative is an initiative check. No, it is not. Cat. Dexterity checks.
I'm fine with rolling disadvantage. Checks. I'm gonna roll disadvantage. I think
initiative is initiative because initiative can go off other things.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. I rolled the same thing twice. So
initiative and dex are different things.
Gruk got 19. Technically. Oh wait, no, it's initiative. That's right. I'm not using just my dex mod. I actually beat
dex plus proficiency.
Actually beat the Theodore 26.
Nice.
I forgot it's crazy high initiative.
26 for Gruk. What about Theodore?
25. That's the highest he can get.
Jesus Christ. And let us roll for the Iron Golem.
Iron Golem gets cat's rolls, so it's a 2.
I mean, but it's also a golem.
So, Cat, what is it?
2.
Oh my god. Saege, you gotta stop calling these rolls. How many
I rolled a 3, call-outs have you done? It has a -1.
I curse Cat a lot too, so yes. No, I'm glad someone else is cursing Cat aside from me.
But I mean, in like other games, Saege is in. Like he's called out nat 20s before.
Yeah, it's funny because Saege and I both do it to Cat too. Because Cat has also had that happen to me, where I've called, "Hey Cat, you're gonna roll a nat 1," and she immediately rolls a nat 1.
I know this was just a roll of the dice, but thank you, Cat. This is the most I've laughed in the last month.
Oh.
Yeah. So, the Iron Golem, who is being called Clunk by some of the fans. Apparently, he has a different name that is on the official roster, but his nickname is Clunk. As you get closer, Gruk, you can see that on the chest and everywhere on this Iron Golem are carved, like engraved symbols and almost look kind of like tattoos in places. But you can very easily see the hatch marks that go through and are very clearly the signs of how many battles it has won. And you realize that you are no longer at the bar. You are in the ring. And you look up, and Cyberus is standing off the side looking down at you.
That's unexpected.
What would you like to do?
Kind of a little wavery, just like turns back around, looks at the Iron Golem, and says, "Okay, so I'm not the one that you're supposed to be fighting?" And that's all he does in his turn. Because this kind of just like happened out of nowhere. I like to think he's doing the Johnny Depp.
He's also probably holding the whatever was the drink he most recently drank that teleported him down here.
Yeah, he's got the Jack Sparrow kind of stance going on right now. Because he's at 3 levels of drunkenness, whatever that means. Oh yeah, no, there's 10 levels of drunkenness, because at 10 you black out.
So what does Theodore do, if anything?
Theodore was given no command, so he just stands there.
Okay.
We go first, doesn't matter. Hand turn into a buzzsaw.
Not quite. The Iron Golem, inhale. Oh, yeah. The Iron Golem inhales and leans forward and belches out a burst of poisonous gas towards you.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume you two are close to each other.
Yeah, they'd be right next to me because if I swapped places. Yeah.
And I need both you and the laser elemental to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Let's see, what does he got? Oh, we both have the same. This is perfect.
Nice.
I got 16. Theodore got 13.
A fail and a fail. Both of you take 38 poison damage.
I have listed on here 10 temporary hit points. I'm not sure from what.
From Passion, because she's a Celestial Warlock.
Right.
Because I'm just so damn nice.
How much was it again?
39. Right?
Oh, yeah, 39.
Okay.
I was like, you can't give 39 or 38. Like, you
38.
can't give 38 temporary hit points. What the hell?
No.
Yeah, I realize now.
Okay. Does anything else happen?
Can you remind me what page the laser elemental is on, if you remember?
It is on the PDF page. It's 432. Yes, people, that's how big the PDF is if you don't have it.
It's very big. It's very big.
This is maybe 3/4 of the way through the PDF, by the way.
That is its action, yes.
Alright, so I'm going to use my temporary hit points on my character sheet now, just for the elementals. Actually, it doesn't matter. I gotta roll a con save. The second one. Concentrating on a spell. The DC would be...
16.
16?
If it's 32...
19. It was 38.
Oh, 38. So then, yeah.
19.
Oh, then I don't need to worry about it. Theodore leaves.
Oh.
Actually, he does not leave. Even worse.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
I know it. No, I can't remember what happened. I can't remember what happened with that one.
I'm going to still run him, though. Yeah, they do not disappear.
Nice.
But it is not under my control. I'll do the rolls and stuff, but I'll let you choose how it behaves.
Okay.
It says they're considered hostile, but that does not mean that they will attack outright.
Yeah. So, the Iron Golem unleashes a belch of poison breath, and in your coughing to expel it from your lungs, you feel that tether tying you to that laser elemental break, and know that you do not have control of it any longer. What do you want to do?
Shit. I know what I'm gonna do. It was gonna be my plan B. I didn't think I was gonna have to use it so quickly.
So what's plan B?
Oh shit! No, that won't work. Wait, would Gruk know that? Gruk probably doesn't know this.
You could roll like I would say this would probably be an Arcana check if you're trying to figure out what you would know about an Iron Golem.
Okay. Let's see. We're professionals, people. 19?
There we are.
What do you want to know?
I was gonna use heat metal, and then I realized, oh shit, that would heal it. Out of character. Because they're not only immune to fire, but they heal from fire damage.
They're like Demona.
Yes, it regains hit points equal to fire when it takes fire damage.
Okay, but it's my turn now, right?
Yeah, I would say that you would know that it is, by that 19, you would know that it is immune to fire and heals from it. Immune to poison and psychic.
Okay.
And it is your turn, yes.
Oh, good. This only takes one casting time. Or one action. Why is it not listed up here? Oh well. That is when Gruk goes to plan C, or should I say plan F.
Jump out the window?
There's no window to jump out of here, unfortunately.
That's what you think.
Ooh. Okay, wait. Will I spend a 7th level slot
The
for
funny
this?
is the funny thing is last time he did the plan F jump out a window, he had already basically won.
Yeah, plan F is gonna be a nightmare. Because being summoned in are 24
Pretty badgers.
giant frogs.
Oh god.
It's just and the entire arena is filled with
You know you don't have to do this to yourself.
So Scotty is now Jiraiya from
He's-
Naruto.
He's drunk right now, alright?
Okay, fair.
Good thing you're sober, though, because then this would be a nightmare.
It already is.
I don't know. I feel like it's just like reminds him of childhood.
Does anything else happen
Well,
from the
nightmare.
poison at all?
So the poison. No. It seems like it was one of it's a 1 damage thing.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, is it a slowing effect or
It
anything?
does. It is not. No, that's
Okay.
the stone golem that can do that. And it does regain its poison breath.
Okay.
And it is actually
The frogs get to go.
yeah, the frogs will take their turn on your turn.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Use an online roller, if you can't tell, for all these d20s, as Gruk's just points, but he's able to give him the go-ahead to, hey, all of you attack. And
I would say
all of them
to make
attack.
your life easier,
What's the AC?
its AC is 20, and just do whatever your average damage is for a frog.
No, I have to roll this. Oh, no, average damage. Okay.
Yeah, so if they deal like 2...
I thought you were going to do the mob rolls.
Are they regular frogs or are they giant frogs?
They're giant frogs.
Okay. Because I'm like, if they're regular frogs, they do like 1 damage, and he could probably punt and annihilate all of them.
5. Okay, out of the 24 frogs, 5 of them hit. For a total of 20 non-magical piercing damage, if anything. I think it's immune. Cool.
It is, yeah. So all of these frogs just start to like swarm onto it.
They just bite onto it and they're just like suction cupped to it.
Yeah.
Now it's actually funny if it's just a bunch of tiny frogs that are just.
It is going to use its turn. It's not interested in that. It's very much not liking that.
Can't attack all of them at once. Even with the breath attack.
It really can it?
Tyrannid Swarm, go!
It does.
Damn nids.
Sorry.
It does have a thing that it can do, though. It's going to use 2 of its legendary actions to use one of its special attacks.
It can't use its legendary action on its turn. Oh, it uses it at the end of their turn.
It's not
then.
its turn. He uses it at the end of your turn and your summon's turn.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, it has a bunch of frogs that at the end of which turns it can use its legendary action.
I'm having them all go as one turn because that's annoying.
You don't hate yourself that much?
No, I do not. Mm-mm. Also, he only has 3, so it's not going to take much of a difference. So, I need the frogs to make Constitution saving throws.
What's the DC?
15.
Okay, they have a chance of success. All right, I just wanted to make sure. It's flat dice roll. 5. Once again.
5 succeeded.
Out of the 24, yes.
Okay.
Well, I'm just going to remove these dice, because I'm pretty sure this damage is going to kill them. If that's what this is.
Probably. So... that is 22 points of damage.
Yeah.
As the golem claps its hands together and a massive, almost ear-bursting thunder wave cracks through the auditorium. And several of the frogs are reduced to green, gooey mush. The golem just wipes it off of his face. That's his turn. Theodore just got splattered with frog guts, and a massive thunder wave just went off not that far away from him. How do you think he would react? Actually, I'm deciding how he would react.
Okay, so laser elementals have unstable bodies.
What does that mean?
It means when they get hit, there's a chance that a little bit of laser will shoot out from where they got hit.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Let's see. They don't really have any behaviors. So I think Theodore will just try to defend itself the best it can, I guess.
It is
Self-preservation.
surprisingly clever. It has a 6 intelligence and 10 wisdom and 12 charisma.
Eh.
So it sees this, looks at you, looks at that, and just blinks back a couple of feet.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
It is Clink's turn. And his eyes land on Gruk. He is going to head towards you. Yes, this will incur attacks of opportunity from all of the frogs. He does not seem very phased.
Not the frogs.
Actually...
None of them hit.
He can't get to you. Actually, hang on. Theodore. Okay. He is going to use his full action to get to you because I'm going to rule that this many frogs on the field counts as difficult terrain. I was assuming that you were...
I did move back.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's going to use his full action to get up close to you guys. And basically is pushing frogs out of the way, clearly with the intent of possibly doing you melee harm. What would Gruk like to do? Standing there, naked, surrounded by frogs, with an angry 7-foot-tall iron golem head stomping your way.
Really does sound like an episode of Naruto.
Oh, we're just.
I don't know anything about Naruto, but
We're just getting started on Naruto.
We need Colloquy here to talk about Naruto, though. Alt will know that, and Scotty gets that joke. I think.
Yeah. What spell? Level spell. I do have that spell slot. Oh, thank God. Okay. Gruk goes like this, and he pulls his hands up like that, and 6 pillars of earth shoot up from the floor and go up. How high is the ceiling?
I think I said it was like 60 feet down at least.
Damn.
The pit is 60 feet down from where that balcony is, so the ceiling goes up to about like I'll say 80 feet from the ground where you guys are
Okay,
standing
so
on.
the pillars only go up 30 feet,
Oh, okay.
but one of them is going to be underneath the iron golem, and it needs a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As I cast
it's great at
bones,
those.
as I cast bones of the earth.
It doesn't even have any saving throw proficiencies.
Ah.
Oh, hang on. It has magic resistance, though, which thank God.
DC 17.
All right, this guys goes in the trash. It got a 7 with
Okay.
advantage.
Oh, thank goodness.
Cat,
Okay.
if you keep tossing your dice like that, you're not going to have any to roll with.
What?
Okay, so it is lifted up by the pillar, 30 feet in the air.
Okay.
And that was my action. And the frogs use their full movement to hop up there, ricocheting off of one pillar to up to that one. Because it's 30 feet
I'll
up.
allow it.
So Naruto.
Actually, no. That even if they were right underneath it, it would take their full move to do that. And it moved towards me, so they weren't like right underneath it. They will dash, and so they can get up to it to harass it.
Okay.
So they don't get to attack. It's more of just to impede more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And Gruk hugs the wall, and he starts running across towards the other side of the arena.
Oh my god.
Hoping this will slow it down. And that's his turn.
Yeah, there were bets made on this fight, and the rest of you guys up in the bar see that there are a whole lot new bets going on now. Because
Onyx is just sitting there and shaking her head. What the fuck is going on down there?
Yeah, Bastion's thinking the exact same thing. Like,
Demona's
like-
trying to calculate the spread to see who to bet on.
It's almost like Gruk wasn't expecting to
But
be in a
Gruk's
fight.
Gruk's
Passion
also
is definitely-
naked.
Passion is definitely bet on Gruk, though. Probably bet like a drink with the person she's drinking with.
Mm-hmm. So that's the frog's turn.
Fuck you guys. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
I bet on you.
I know.
I bet for you to win.
I know, I'm kidding.
The
Okay.
Iron Golem. Technically none of the legendary actions I gave him let him move, so he is
Ha.
angrily gonna punch a frog to death.
He can punch the pillar he's on.
I mean, can't he
That'd
just
be-
hop off the pillar?
I mean, he can't
Oh, it's
move
legendary for legend. Okay, yeah, legendary.
Yeah.
That's true. It's not its turn yet. Wait, I'm gonna mute because I'm eating some.
I'm thinking.
How many hit points do the pillars have?
I don't know. You might have to punch it and find out. What's his to
Yeah,
hit?
actually, no, that sounds hilarious. He's gonna do that.
What's his to hit?
He can't miss. I
Yeah.
just looked it up.
Yeah,
He has a
it-
plus 13.
Yeah, its AC is 5.
Cat, he could roll a net one, and net one automatically misses. And it is you.
She's gonna roll in that one now because you mentioned
Okay,
it.
keep in mind that the pillar's an object, so it has resistance to all damage. Okay. And it's immune
yeah,
to
he's gonna
psychic
punch
and poison. Unless he has siege monster trait, which lets him do double damage, negating it.
I don't think he does.
I don't think he
which
does.
Is well, I guess that makes sense for an Iron Golem.
They don't need it.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
going
They
for
really
usually
don't
used
need
in
it.
Siege. They can.
No,
They're all
not really.
defense.
So he's going to punch the stone he's standing on. He hit. He got a 32.
Really?
And deals 20 damage to the pillar. So 10, because halved.
Okay. Definitely cracks a whole bunch.
Probably pummels a handful of frogs lightly. That was his legendary action. Theodore is looking around to this, seeing you leaving.
I ran the opposite direction of Theodore too, by the way. I don't trust Theodore.
It looks up to that pillar up there and vanishes, and the rest of you guys see it appear on top of it.
See, I made it Naruto.
Because it can teleport to any spot it can see within its movement range. Wait, what's its movement? Oh, okay, 30 feet. Yeah, so it teleports to the top of one of those and looks out among the crowd that this whole arena is basically arranged in like a layer cake of balconies overlooking the crowd. So there is now a balcony on his level. But that's his... Is that just his movement?
Yeah.
So I
can
have a
shoot his laser.
question.
Mm-hmm.
So as Onyx, do I think this thing just wants to like get the fuck out of here and not be in this arena anymore?
Roll a insight check.
$15.
Okay. It does seem perhaps as that's the idea. You were under the impression when Gruk was first talking about it that this thing was going to aid in the fight, and it has done fuck all. And is now eyeing the crowd eagerly. And
Onyx is looking to Tempest and is like, we might have a runner. Want to back me up on this? And she points to the elemental.
Sure. Just for a note, though, it is on the balcony below you guys, so you would have to take the stairs or the elevator, or find some other way down there.
Could I jump from this level to the other one on the other balcony?
You'd have to catch yourself. It wouldn't be very easy, but I'll say, give me 1 second. I'm going to finish Theodore's turn,
Okay.
and then you can join the initiative. Theodore, he uses his movement, so he's going to use his action to teleport into the crowd, who all scatter, obviously. However...
So does everybody else need to roll initiative?
Anybody who
Entire
would like to
crowd.
react to this nonsense?
Horde battle, true. Cat rolls for everybody in the bar.
Everybody just pulls shotguns out from under their tables.
Under the seats. You know how like in airplanes
We're in Los
they have,
Angeles,
like,
motherfucker.
No, Scotty, you know how like in airplanes they have like the emergency like flotation device under everyone's thing, and here's just an emergency shotgun.
No. They have tiny like interdimensional pockets, and someone like pulls a great sword out of his boot. I don't know, like some woman pulls like a machine gun out of her bra.
So,
Mary
Camera
Poppins
space.
pulls out a chainsaw.
Passion is actually gonna look at like the person she's drinking with. Do they seem bothered by this? She's drinking with Scotty right now. You know, hanging out, having some food. Does Scotty seem bothered by this?
Scotty just kind of looks down and, like, looks over to Onyx, who's also watching this.
It's normal.
Imagine Onyx at this point is already like halfway up like the thing to like jump down to the other one.
I think I'm gonna sit this one out. She kind of did just get her ass handed to her.
I know. No. More Passion's trying to see if this is beyond his normal situation.
Like, the people that are in the midst of it are panicking, and I will say, Onyx, you do see that one person does get caught in that laser dragon's body, or that laser elemental's body, and does fall to the ground. But everyone else seems to scatter. There is the pretty obvious smell of burning flesh over all of the alcohol and chaos. And anybody who would like to join this scuffle can roll initiative.
It's a ballroom blitz. All right, Passion's gonna join. Passion just kind of, I'll just kind of just annoyed. It's like I didn't want to have to fight more. She's 100% full of shit. She definitely was. She wouldn't say that to Scotty, but she definitely was pretty bored with their fight. All right. 23 for me.
Nice.
19.
I'm trying to see if Gruk can even damage this thing.
Okay. That's its turn. And I'll say that just for like movements, Onyx, you would get to wherever you're heading first, even though Passion is higher in initiative than you, just because you reacted first. So how does Onyx intend to join this fray and get down to the lower balcony?
She jumps.
Of course she does.
Of course she does, Cat.
Roll a dexterity check for me.
Like acrobatics?
Give me 1 sec. I have to look up how I changed it. Because I added things. Cat's 5A house rules. Oh, come on. Google Docs, fucking work with me. Okay, so let's see. It's actually a dexterity saving throw.
All right, and then it's a 22.
Okay. So you... Yeah, I'll say that you jump down and grab onto like the railing of the level next below you. You would have taken some minor damage because just the strain of grabbing onto something and stopping yourself so suddenly, but you're a monk, so you take none of it. And you are now on the level with the laser dragon and looking directly at it. And it's almost that sort of like, you've never had the sensation, but it feels kind of what it must feel like to get a sunburn, being so close to this thing. How would Passion like to get down there?
Passion's not going down there. How far is she from the thing where she's standing?
So standing at the very edge, looking down, it's 30 feet down. If it moves even like 5 feet forward, it's going to be out of line of sight because you guys are basically on balconies stacked on top of each other.
Well, Passion, where she's standing right now, can still hit it with a. She's just going to launch attacks from up there. Why bother jumping down when she can just attack it from where she is?
All right, so. Okay, and I'll say that at this point, the golem is gonna attempt to break the pillar again, using one of his other legendary motherfucking balls. Doesn't matter. Nope, that's a 1. Doesn't hit. I'm like, his attack bonus means that he'll hit anyway, but it's now 1, so
conveniently hits a dead frog.
Shakes it off.
It gets it just got stuck in between it. That's funny.
So adding you guys to the initiative, what would Passion like to do to this to Theodore the laser elemental?
Eldritch Blast. I'll say the line.
Okay.
So first attack is a 20. Second attack is a 16. Is that the second one hit, Cat?
Yes.
All right, and a 29, so 3 hits.
Okay.
So 10, 7. So 15, 25, 26, 29, 30, 31, 32 points of damage as 3 Eldritch Blasts slam into it.
Okay. And I need Onyx to roll 3d6 and tell me what you get on each of them.
I got a 6, a 2, and a 1.
Okay. As that last Eldritch Blast, so each of the blasts hit it, and you see that form of it go brighter and brighter. And when the last one hits, there is a flare-up, and a thread of this laser's being arcs off and towards Onyx. As its unstable body triggers a wild shot. I'm gonna take an 11. Isn't gonna get anywhere near hitting you, right, Onyx?
Sorry, come again?
An 11 comes nowhere near hitting you, right?
Nope.
Yeah. You sort of just dodge out of the way and see it sear directly through one of the, like, poker tables further into this area. That was Passion's turn. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's all I can do.
Onyx, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna... One moment. Could I... Let me check something real quick. Okay. I'm gonna rage, and then I'm gonna run up to it and punch it with my magic fists. That's a 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And I'm gonna roll the other attack. Just well, that's 17 to hit.
That also hits. And I somehow lost the spot where I was writing it down. What was the damage that your Eldritch Blasts did, Vex?
One second, you math it out real quick. 25, 26, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Okay. Okay. And what were your, I believe both of your attacks hit, right, Onyx?
Yep. Total of 23 damage, both attacks combined.
All right. And I need you to roll 2d6 again.
Double 1.
Okay. Another one of those blasts arc off and hit what seems to be some one of the like bouncers that had been moving in to try and grab grab this fallen guest. And when it goes to hit him, you actually see him like lift his arm up, and the suit that he's wearing absorbs a little bit of it. It's still smoldering, and he has to like smack his arm to put out the embers, and definitely looks hurt, but still standing and dragging this individual out of here. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
All right, the Iron Golem's turn. He looks around at that, looks down at Gruk, and he is going to jump from this 30-foot tall pillar down to Gruk. And
he He doesn't take any fall damage.
Come on and slam. Have him Goomba stomp him.
He doesn't.
Yep. I didn't expect him to.
Eject.
That is interesting and weird.
I was hoping the ceiling was low enough I could shoot the pillar up him into a ceiling, and that would have done damage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically it wouldn't still, though, right? Because it's bludgeoning damage.
But it would have been from a spell.
No, but it's not. It would.
It's magical bludgeoning because the spell's doing the damage.
Does it do damage from the spell?
Yes.
Like the spell has damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
the spell specifically says if it hits a wall, it takes X damage. Yeah. So he jumps down, lands directly in front of you, Gruk, and he's gonna take two swings at you. With just his.
But I had moved away from the pillar twice, and I was going around the wall.
Oh shit, that's right.
And he was 30 feet up.
He's going to jump down and run towards you.
Would jumping down cost his action? Or would it cost 30 feet of his movement?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, 30 feet of his movement. So he's 30 feet behind you, basically.
That was the other reason I was doing that. I'm like, I gotta keep some distance, because holy shit.
You'll get curb stomped into the ground.
Literally, I've been looking intensively through my spells. And almost none of them do damage. And the ones that do are I summon things that do non-magical bludgeoning, flash, slashing, or piercing damage.
Gruk, it is your turn. The Iron Golem is thundering towards you from behind.
Okay.
Akin to a freight train.
I can't outsmart it. Or, I mean, I can't out-punch it, but I can outsmart it. And all of the ground around it turns to mud, and it is restrained as I cast Transmute Rock.
You just keep going more and more Naruto.
As an action, the ground in the spell's area, a 40-foot cube, turns into muddy enough that creatures sink into it. Each foot that it moves through costs 4 feet of movement now.
Jesus.
If a creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the area for the first time, so it needs to make a strength save. Which I'm sure it will pass. The 17.
It has advantage.
17's the DC. I'm sure it'll beat it. No?
It got a 16.
It is restrained. And it'll have to use an action to unrestrain itself.
To be fair, it is a giant metal creature sinking down into the mud, so that does kind of make sense.
It does track.
It is very annoyed.
If the ceiling, angry. If the ceiling was rock, I could have had mud fall on it and it would have took bludgeoning damage, but oh well.
No, the ceiling above it is actually
it's like a net or something.
Most of it is metal, but the portion around immediately around the ring and above the top floor is actually a skylight.
Okay. And I don't need to concentrate on it. It just happens and it lasts till dispelled. So,
nice.
Bye-bye all my 5th level spell slots. That's super worth it, and I move 30 feet away.
Run away!
This is okay, I gotta be honest. Druids aren't really damage dealers, but for a scenario like this, I think it's really cool that I can change the terrain to my favor.
Druids absolutely can be damage dealers.
Oh, yeah.
Not to golems.
Not the golems. It depends on your spell selection, really.
Yeah.
Well, any magic spell that deals damage would deal damage to a golem. How many times did Blake just end a fight with his druid? There you go. Gruk just didn't choose the correct spells for this encounter, which makes sense, because he wasn't planning on fighting an iron golem.
He's not a fighter, he's a shifter.
So the frogs look down at this and look to you for guidance as you run away.
He's about to shift his pants.
Oh, I won't let the poor frog suffer anymore. It doesn't even take an action, they're dismissed. I'm not concentrating on this one anymore. I'll let those face spirits go back to the Feywild.
Theodore the laser dragon
Whoa.
Just got punched.
He got an upgrade.
Laser elemental. I keep saying dragon. Let me write down elemental.
He could look like a dragon.
I think that's what he looks. That's what I'm picturing, because like the art in the book looks like a.
It's a big mecha worm
Rayquaza
thing. Yeah.
It's a Rayquaza. It's a Rayquaza. There's no.
The like Pokemon.
Yes. It's Rayquaza's alternative Mega Evolution.
Rayquaza's the green dragon legendary, right? The really long sneaky dragon boy.
Yes.
So he is going to whip around and blast a laser up toward Passion.
Bitch, you can try.
The band starts playing Ballroom Blitz.
Wait, it moves away from me?
Got it. I already referenced that earlier.
It hasn't moved forward or back, so if Passion could see it, it can see her.
Yeah.
Our teleport.
So it just sort of leans up and breathes.
Kat, do you want to know the worst part about that too? Even if it had hit me, I'm resistant to radiant damage.
I know, but it got a 17, so it does not hit you.
Hit.
Is that an attack, though?
Yes.
It is an attack, yes.
Then I can punch it.
Okay, if you would like.
Do you have Sentinel, Hera?
Yes, I have Sentinel.
Of course you have Sentinel.
I rolled a nat 20.
Roll again to confirm.
As Cat cries and
says. Another nat 20.
Is that double max damage? Is that what we said?
No.
Yes.
No?
So whatever your max is, and then roll your damage dice again.
That's funny. Cat, I'll hit attack Vex. Misses. Hera, I'm a fucking deck this thing for more damage than it
18 damage.
Okay, and then it is going to attempt to slam you, because that's annoying. God fucking ball titties. That's a 12 to hit.
No. No,
almost, Cat. Almost.
Doesn't it have a thing where, like, if it takes damage, something happens?
It does. That's right. Roll a d6, Hera.
Sorry.
5.
It's kind of its unique trait.
Another laser blast goes off, but this one actually goes up and arcs over the field and hits that glass above. And little pieces of glass start to fall. The rest of you, it looks really little. Gruk, where it's landing about 20 feet behind the golem, looks a lot bigger. They're big chunks. Yeah, that's Theodore's turn. And he can't move because he got punched. So Passion, what would you like to do? There's still a laser elemental that you can see that just tried to blast you horribly and missed horribly.
Hey, it tried to blast me. It's my turn to blast it again. So anyways, I started blasting. 24, 27, and 28.
Okay. And all of those hit? What are you using?
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm a warlock. What else am I going to use?
Eldritch Blast.
Fired. A hit. I should really have my calculator out for this. Because I have to add 15 to the base of any damage.
Jesus Christ, what?
Plus 5 for every single Eldritch Blast that hits. 29 damage this time. Right, because I have the invocation for that. And it adds plus 5 to every single Eldritch Blast attack.
So, Hera, 3 more d6s, please.
Sure. 1, 1, 3.
Ooh, we might take some damage here, Hera. Honestly, though, I will say this: I really like that its ability. Its ability is really cool.
I wish that I feel like that the damage that it takes shouldn't be based on your to hit. It should be based on a saving throw, though, because like I can't hit with this. Like, that's a 14 to hit Onyx.
What does it have a bonus for? Like on the hit?
It's a +8. I just rolled fucking garbage.
Okay, you're actually Onyx's armor class is not that high. It is 17.
I just
she only has a 17.
I can't roll above like an 8.
Yeah, honestly though, it makes sense for a 2-hit. I just really like the
for
D6
its CR.
thing.
For its CR, it is fair. I just yeah. I also feel like the wild shot thing, I love the concept. I feel like it could be streamlined a little bit, because if there were a lot of people in this fight, this aspect would take forever. The only reason it's not taking forever is because there was only one of you here. And
because Passion is staying as far away as she can from the combat with this thing.
Sounds like a Devil May Cry finisher move, like the jackpot.
So I'll say the first Eldritch Blast hits it and sort of refracts and darts off, and Onyx sort of takes most of it and redirects it harmlessly away from herself and the rest of the crowd. The second one hits it and arcs off and up again towards the ceiling, breaking more of that glass. And the last one, it explodes in a burst of light, shattering the railing in front of it, most of the bar and tables around it, and taking a decent chunk of the floor with it as it vanishes. Disperses.
Yeah,
is
disperses.
the word.
That's the perfect word. And then with that, Passion kind of looks at her hand and goes back to the bar. That's
Tempest is sort of like leaning over. It's like, do you need a hand up?
Fine. Onyx, like, I imagine like her fists are like the metal on it, because like this thing was hot that had her like a hot body, right? Yeah,
hot
so
body. It had
basically
a hot body,
her the metal plates that formed when she raged, like they're currently like glowing red hot because she punched it, and they're like there's like steam coming off of it, and it's like she's blowing on it.
The bar again.
Hey, Callie. So you've missed out on the most chaotic episode of Corruption Crew we've had in quite a long time.
You said Chaos Crew, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, we are.
No,
we're Corruption Crew. Come on, Scotty.
We're both. Anyway.
At one point, there was a laser elemental attacking a crowd. What was it, 30-something fucking frogs.
It was a party.
No, it was only 24 frogs.
An iron golem stomping behind Gruk furiously before he turned the ground around it to mud, and it is now restrained.
It's Clank's turn now, isn't it?
Onyx, anything else you're doing, or are you just heading back up to
No, she's just heading back up.
Oh yeah, Gruk's in the arena and not Cyberus. That's a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah, also she like walks over to like and calls onto Gruk. Woo, Gruk, you got this.
Gruk mutters something under his tongue.
Clunk is going to. He can take his action to get out of this, right?
He can attempt to. He takes his action to make another strength saving throw.
Okay.
DC 17.
Will do that.
And that's just to not be restrained. He's still in the mud.
He is not restrained.
Okay, he moves at quarter speed. and he's in a 40-foot cube of mud. Meaning any way out is 20 feet. And if he ends his turn there, he has to make another save. Or he sinks in and is restrained again.
Okay, cool. So it's going to take him 3 turns to get out of here.
If he doesn't get restrained again.
If he doesn't get restrained.
Yeah. Catch just some face there of just... Why?
Does the golem know that surrender is a valid option?
Has it
notice integration?
Has it ever taken any damage yet? That's going to change on my turn, but it hasn't taken any damage yet.
No, it has not.
You've done no damage to it. It's done no damage to you.
It would be hilarious if it just surrendered out of frustration.
Also, it has.
It's covered in mud and frog gore on it, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it has a 3 intelligence, and it's probably pretty pissed at this point.
Scotty, I see you're going with the Imperial Guardsman style of just feeding things to it until finally it just stops moving from all the shit stuck to it.
So
that's also Tyrannic tactic.
Gruk, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Nah, that's a lot of wasted biomass.
Turns around. They've done it, though. It's in the lore. But anyway, I turn around, and I'm just like, okay, fine. Looks up at Onyx. No more running. And he runs towards it, gets in the first 5 feet of the mud, and he uses one of his canines to bite into his thumb, and then he puts his hand out, and a huge cascade of crystallized blood comes shooting out. And I cast Bloodshot at 4th level, and it needs a dexterity save, which it would have advantage because it's magical, resistant, but now it has disadvantage because it's in the... Actually, it's not restrained, so...
Yes,
I guess it still has advantage.
It still has advantage.
That's
however, also very Naruto
it has a
flavoring.
-1 saving throw, so...
Well, they normally don't use the blood for fighting. They do the blood for summoning, but it's not very far off.
It's the closest thing I could do, and I was like, oh wait, shit, I do have this spell ready.
But that's just me nitpicking.
It got a 7.
Okay. So it's a 15-foot cone, so it just hits it. And I'm going to roll my 9d6. It's going to be magical piercing and necrotic.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I don't need to separate those, right?
No.
Okay. A total of 38 damage. And I take 10.
Nice.
So that was a hell of a trade-off. Of course, I rolled high on the d4s.
Of course, right?
Sounds like you bit your thumb off.
Oh. Right. I just realized it was no longer restrained. At the end of its turn, it needs a strength save.
Oh, that actually might make a difference. It
doesn't matter. It still failed.
Yeah.
The DC was 17, right? He passed.
Okay.
You get a 16 on the dice.
Okay.
So now for
moving
his
at,
turn.
Moving at quarter speed, how fast does he move?
7 feet.
Okay.
So 10 feet.
All right.
Round up.
Greg's going to go from that
up?
spot.
It's 7. So Kat, it's 7.5 feet, which makes it actually round up. Yes.
Oh, okay. I always thought you rounded down.
It depends. It really depends. I believe with movement you round up, because that would make certain things ridiculously, like this, ridiculously overpowered.
Here's the risk I just did for doing this. At the end of my turn, I need to make a strength save. I'm in the mud. 12 on the dice. Means I failed. So I am restrained in the mud.
Oof.
That's fine. I don't need to move.
So he doesn't need to make a save because he's not restrained.
Not
moves.
Doesn't need to
Gets
yet.
to Gruk. Right.
He moves at 7 feet, right? He was at the very center, and it was 20 feet to get to me.
Which rounds up to 10 if he double moves. He's at you.
Oh, yeah. He would be within melee. But that's if he double moves.
He double moves the first turn, and then if he double moves the first turn, single moves the second turn, he's in range of you already.
Okay.
So, yeah, he is gonna smack,
All right.
and he has advantage.
I think so, yeah.
No, Grug is just gonna get pummeled into the mud.
Yep.
24 to hit?
What's his to hit again?
24.
No, I mean like the bonus.
Oh, plus 13.
Okay, he does have a chance of not hitting me. All right, he hits.
For 20 damage.
Okay.
And he's gonna thwack you again too.
Yeah.
That is even better. 29. For another.
Also, wait, I was wrong. It is round down.
It would still be within reach. Yeah.
He still would be within reach, yeah.
For 23 damage.
I looked it up again because I'm like, I can't remember because I know certain ones, it's specific things that are round up. Like,
however, he is still in the mud, so he still has to make a saving throw at the end of his turn. I
have a D10. No, I can't use it. Never mind. That's only
so
for
Onyx
me.
looks down on this and is like, so this is not what I expected mud wrestling to look like.
Yeah, I know. It's not as sexy as it usually is.
He got an 8. He's restrained again.
Thank you. It means he can't attack me. It means he can't attack me.
No, he can attack you while restrained.
And no, with the spell, when you're restrained, the only action you can take is to try to get out.
It does mean he can't use his legendary actions for that.
Yes.
He can use other legendary actions, perhaps, though.
It can still use its breath. No, it can't use its breath attack. That's an action. It can only use its actions to try to get out.
So that was its turn. Gruk, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get the fuck out. I use my action to try to unrestrain myself. And I'm going to use my D10 that I've had banked, because I need it. For the first time in this campaign, I need it. So, here we go.
All fails, you can also use your inspiration.
I actually am going to use my inspiration, because fuck me. Okay, that makes it success. I went from a nat 8 to a nat 17. I only had a +3 on the bonus for the D10. So let me remove the D10 before I forget.
I helped.
And I use my movement to go around the square. So if he wants to get to me, if he decides to move a straight line, he would have to turn around and move towards my direction and still be in the mud. As I think Gruk's stumbling at that point, like the check was more of him, like, because he was at the edge of it. It's like him pulling himself out of quicksand essentially, and just moving around the edge of it, and that's his turn.
Would you even have enough movement for that?
Because
you do require a lot of movement.
He was only 5 feet in.
I would move 10 feet over, I guess. I'd be like at the corner of the square.
Yeah.
Let's see.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use 2 of his legendary actions to use his poison breath, which has a 15-foot cone, which you are still in.
Okay.
So I need a con save, please.
Okay. Oh my god, nat 20.
Nice. So
I might not be dead.
You only take half of 51 damage, so 25 poison damage.
Gruk ragdolls, the screen turns red, the camera spins around, and you hear don 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 don. I'm at 0. I had 20 hit points left.
Wait, how many hit points do you have?
92.
No, total.
92.
That's
not including the 10 bonus I got from Passion.
Clambers up out of the mud.
Nope. The mud's still there.
God fucking damn it.
It last still dispelled.
Oh yeah, he's still restrained.
Yep.
But his turn, he's going to attempt to get unrestrained.
It doesn't matter, the match is over. You won.
Well, yeah, but he's saving face. He still wants to look good.
It's kind of hard to look good
just be stuck in mud until they come rescue his ass with a fucking, like, pool skimmer.
They get a backhoe. My other thought was they get the Evangelion, like, hooks thing to pick it up.
I'm just picturing fishing him out with a fucking pool skimmer.
I just picture they have a winch system just in case.
He got a... This is a strength save?
Yes. DC 17.
Okay.
Never changes until somebody dispels it. It's going to be there forever unless somebody dispels it. Which Gruk can do if he was conscious.
So, he manages to get out, brushes the mud off, walks over to you, scratch it,
I'm naked and covered in mud, by the way.
This is just like mud wrestling.
But, one of his hands, the metal portion of one of his hands actually, like, sharpens into a point, and he carves another notch onto his chest. And then, like, shakes you and looks over for the medics and watches as the medics come for Gruk and heal you for, I I don't have.
How many rounds
dice.
does it take?
You're out of the mud, so it's only a couple. It's only like a round or.
How many rounds does it take to them to get to me and heal me? Is what I'm asking.
I would say like 2 rounds. Well, no, because you were really close to the edge, right?
Yes.
The edge of the wall. Yeah, probably just the 1 round then.
Thank goodness, because I was just pre-rolling. In 4 rounds, I would be dead.
And you come back at 1 hit point because the one level 1 spell they cast. Oh no, it's plus your wisdom. So it would be you gain 4 hit points.
Wait, what?
As you come to with one of the medics. I believe it was a dwarf and a halfling. Have put you onto a gurney. And Clunk, like, kneels down in front of you, and you hear, like, the knees creak with, that metal on metal sound, and he just looks at you and goes...
I turn into a raven and I fly the fuck out of there.
You on the head.
I think I'm gonna die. I wasn't expecting that shit. I'm out of the club. I fly out. I'm gone.
There is a hole in the ceiling now. Where that skylight was.
Oh yeah, I fly out that way.
Okay.
Drunkily.
Drunk Raven.
I just realized I had disadvantage.
Into the glass first.
I had disadvantage on my strength checks because of my drunk.
Ah, oh well.
Oh, whatever.
So... meanwhile, the rest of you guys, I will say, who, passion bet on...
A drink. Yeah, I'm Gruk winning.
Yeah. So, I'll say that whoever bet on Gruk is down by however much gold you would have put onto it.
Like I said, passion only bet a drink, so like 1 gold.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm down 1 gold. I still have 40,480 gold.
Yeah, Onyx didn't bet anything on this fight, so...
I'll say, Demona, you probably could have seen it coming that Gruk was not going to last very long if that thing had cornered him. So if you wanted to bet on it, you could have.
No. Considering the surprise Cyberus to Gruk turnaround, that would have been an instant no. I'm
sure a lot of those would have been, a lot of the original bets would have even been invalidated after that switch.
Yeah, there was a lot of chaos going on during that fight, and people were very interested and excited. There was a little bit less when the laser elemental broke through into the crowd. But you guys can see easily now that any of those people that were injured have now been tended to by the medics on staff. All brought a complimentary, very hard drink. And things start to calm down a little bit. Scotty sort of looks over and says, honestly, he lasted a little longer than I expected.
I expected him to do better than that.
Buck naked elf dude. Jesus.
I expected him to last a bit longer. It's pretty handy in a fight. You'd be surprised. He did help me take down the anarchist.
Wait, was he the...
Yes, he was